good, YouTube? In today's video, I'm showcasing my top 5 meta loadouts in Warzone 3 Season 3, which if you guys haven't seen, we've been getting a bunch of different weapon balancing recently, so I wanted to go back through and tell you guys exactly what you should be running in the current meta. So of course, stay tuned for that, but real quick, I want to give a massive shout out to the Noti gang. But before we hop into the actual list, we do have an honorable mention. And for our honorable mention, we have the WSP9 SMG, which if you guys have been around the channel for a while, you guys know this is one of my favorite SMGs in the entire game, so we had to toss it into the list somewhere. Hopping directly into the build, starting off with the barrel, we're going to be tossing on the his short light barrel, which with it being an SMG, we want it to be as fast as humanly possible, and this is giving us that ADS speed, sprint to fire speed, and sprint speed, just making to where you're a whole lot faster. And speaking of being faster, we're also tossing on the DR6 hand stop for our underbarrel, helping out the WSP9 in every possible way, giving you guys that ADS speed, aim, walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, like I was saying with the barrel, making sure the WSP9 is faster in every possible way. And mixing it perfect with the barrel and the underbarrel is the WSP factory stock, giving you guys even more ADS speed, movement speed, and sprint speed. Like I keep saying over and over, these attachments are going to make it to where you're absolutely gliding around the map. Then this next attachment is 100% personal preference, but I like to toss on the 9mm high grain ammunition, giving you guys that bolt velocity and damage range, making sure the WSP9 is hitting harder and you're getting closer to hit scan. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag, increase that mag capacity, but also holding on to a little bit more mobility compared to the 50 round mag. But overall, that's my full build for the WSP9 SMG in Warzone 3 Season 3. I'm telling you guys, this is one of my favorite SMGs in the entire game, so we couldn't not toss it on the list somewhere. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try, and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let's hop into the actual list now. All right, hopping into the actual list now, we have another SMG with the Striker 9, which you guys know, even going back to the last season, this has been one of the best SMGs in the entire game. And then with the Season 3 update, it actually caught a buff, making it even better. So hopping right into the build, starting off with the muzzle, we're going to be tossing on the Zim 35 compensated flash hider, which if you guys don't know, I've been running on a ton of builds recently, and no matter what gun you use it with, it makes it to where it has zero recoil. And like I was saying with the WSP9, we want it to be as fast as humanly possible, so we're going to be tossing on the DR6 hand stop again, giving us that ADS speed, aim, walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, making sure the Striker 9 is faster in every possible way. Then mixing it perfect with the underbarrel is the Striker factory stock, giving us that aim, walking speed, movement speed, and sprint speed, just making sure you're absolutely flying around the map with this Striker 9 build. And same thing here, like I was saying on the WSP9, the 9mm high grain ammunition is 100% personal preference. If you guys want to toss on a different attachment instead of this, you absolutely can. This is giving you that bolt velocity and damage range, making sure the Striker 9 is hitting harder, and you're going to be getting closer to hit scan. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 50 round drum mag, increase that mag capacity, which with the fire rate on the Striker 9, this is absolutely essential for the build. But overall, that's my full build for the Striker 9 SMG in Warzone 3 Season 3. I'm telling you guys, this thing is absolutely disgusting, and it got even better with the Season 3 update. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the entire bit a try, and some of the highest kill game you guys get with it. But that's at number 5 spot. So let's hop directly into number 4 real quick. At number 4, we have our first non-SMG on the list with the Holger 5.56 assault rifle, which I believe caught a massive buff last season, making it one of the best assault rifles in the entire game. Then again, with one of the recent updates, they released a fix on the recoil, making it to where it is way more controllable. So of course, for the build, we're tossing on the VT7 Spirit Fire suppressor, keeping you guys off that mini map, making it to where the Holger is hitting harder. You're going to be getting closer to hit scan, and like I was saying, it's an absolute beam. Then mixing it perfect with the muzzle is the Cryo 6 match long barrel, giving you guys even more bolt velocity and damage range, recoil control, and gun kick control. Basically the exact same pros and cons as the muzzle, making sure the Holger is hitting harder. You're going to be getting closer to hit scan, and it's just making sure you're way more accurate. And just like I always tell you guys, the optics are 100% personal preference. You guys can run whatever you feel the most comfortable with, but for me on the Holger 5.56, I love running the brand new Jack glassless optic. And like I keep saying over and over, the Holger 5.56 has absolutely no recoil, and another attachment to help out with that is the RB Adel assault stock, giving you guys even more recoil control and gun kick control, making sure the Holger 5.56 isn't moving whatsoever. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag, increase that mag capacity, making sure you don't have to reload after every single kill. But overall, that's my full build for the Holger 5.56 assault rifle in Warzone 3 Season 3. Like I was saying, this has caught multiple buffs in the past few updates, making it one of the best options in the entire game. So of course, if you haven't already, go through, give the entire bit a try, and some of the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let's hop directly into loading number 3. And at number 3, we have another assault rifle with the Ram 7, which the complete opposite of the Holger 5.56 has been catching nothing but nerfs recently, but we know how they are with their weapon balancing. It is still the best assault rifle in the entire game. So hopping directly into the build, we're going to be tossing on the Cassis Break muzzle, muzzle, giving you guys that firing aim stability and horizontal recoil control, which if you check the detailed stats gives you 18% for that horizontal, making it to where the recoil pattern is completely vertical, which is way more controllable. And for the next attachment, we're going to be tossing on the Cronin Headwind long barrel, giving you guys that bolt velocity and damage range, aiming auto sway and firing aim stability, mixing in perfect with the muzzle, making sure the Ram 7 is even more accurate, but it's also making it to where you're hitting harder and you're going to be getting closer to hit scan. And like I keep saying over and over, the Ram 7 is extremely accurate. And another attachment mixing in with that is the HVS 3.4 pad for our stock, giving the build even more gun kick control and recoil control, making it to where the Ram 7 isn't bouncing all over the place. And another attachment mixing in perfect with the rest of the build is the Bruin Heavy support grip for our underbarrel, giving you guys everything you need with that gun kick control, aiming auto sway, horizontal recoil control, and firing aim stability. Basically, with all the attachments we've tossed on so far, if you can't control this Ram 7 build, it is completely your fault. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 60 round drum mag. Increase that mag capacity, which with the fire rate on the Ram 7, you are absolutely flying through your ammo. So this is a perfect attachment for the build. But overall, that's my full build for the Ram 7 assault rifle in Warzone 3 Season 3, the highest ranking assault rifle on the list and my personal favorite assault rifle in the entire game. Even after all the heavy nerfs recently, it is still absolutely disgusting. So if you guys for some reason haven't already, go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. Let's hop directly into loading number 2 real quick. At number 2, we technically have another assault rifle, but the reason why I said the Ram 7 was the highest ranking on the list is because we're going to be building the MCW just like an SMG. So hopping directly into the build with the most important attachment of the build, we're going to be tossing on the Jack Raven kit conversion kit, basically taking it from a full-blown assault rifle and making it one of the fastest killing SMGs in the entire game. And sliding over to the muzzle, we're going to be tossing on the Zim 35 compensated flash hider, which like I was saying before, I've been running on a lot of my builds recently, and no matter what gun you use it with, it makes it to where it has no recoil. And like I said, we are building it like an SMG, so with that, we want to be as fast as humanly possible, so we got to toss on the DR6 hand stop underbarrel, giving you guys that ADS speed, aim walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, helping out the MCW SMG build in every possible way, just making it where you're a whole lot faster. And speaking of being faster, we're also going to be tossing on the RB Rapid Strike grip for our rear grip, giving you guys that ADS speed and sprint to fire speed, which if you check the detailed stats gives us 10% for the ADS and 29% for that sprint to fire, just making sure the build is extremely snappy. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 40 round mag. Increase that mag capacity, which is actually the biggest mag you can toss on with the conversion kit, so there is no question you absolutely need this for the build. But overall, that's my full build for the MCW with the conversion kit in Warzone 3 Season 3. If you guys haven't seen, this is a faster time to kill than pretty much every SMG in the game right now, and it reminds me so much of the XM4 from Warzone 1. So if you guys haven't already, go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. And I will say, if you don't like the iron sights, you can take off the rear grip and toss on any optic you want. But other than that, the build is absolutely disgusting, so let's hop directly into loading number 1. And of course, at the 1 spot, we have the HRM9 SMG, which you guys know has been meta in Warzone 3 for literal months. For some reason, every time they nerf it, it does absolutely nothing to it. And with the Season 3 update and all the recent weapon balancing, they actually haven't messed with the HRM9 at all. So of course, hopping into the build, we're tossing on the Zim 35 compensated flash hider, which just like the other 2 builds is giving us the exact same pros and cons. And of course, on pretty much every single SMG build I run, we gotta toss on the DR6 hand stop for our underbarrel, giving you guys that ADS speed, aim walking speed, sprint to fire speed, and movement speed, making it to where the HRM9 is faster in every possible way. And like I was saying with the WSP9 and Striker 9, the high grain ammunition is 100% personal preference. If you guys would rather have more mobility with the barrel or even more accuracy with the rear grip, you can do that 100%, but I like tossing this on for the bolt velocity and damage range because this just makes it to where you're putting people down extremely quick. Then you guys know my HRM9 build has absolutely zero recoil, and one of the reasons why is the folding stock, giving you guys that recoil control, gun kick control, and firing aim stability, making it to where the HRM9 isn't moving whatsoever. And of course, for the last and final attachment, we have the 50 round drum mag. Increase that mag capacity, making it to where you don't have to reload after every single kill. But overall, that's my full build for the HRM9 SMG in Warzone 3 Season 3. I'm telling you guys, this has been the meta SMG for a very long time, and the only reason why I have this above the MCW is because I know a lot of the casual player base just prefers the HRM9. So make sure you guys go through, give the entire bit a try and tell me the highest kill game you guys get with it. That's our loading number 1. So let me get you guys the rest of my loadout. And pretty much all my gameplays, you guys see me running a stim with a throwing knife, which you guys are always asking how I have that variant for it. It is the ice spike from the ice bundle. I completely forgot which bundle it was, but this is my exact throwing knife. And of course, for most of my gameplays, I'm running double time, mountaineer, tempered, and flex. In my personal opinion, it is the best combo you could possibly be running. So make sure you guys go through, test out everything I run for my loadout, in every single build on the list, and let me know down in the comments below if it helps you guys out at all. And if it does, make sure you guys hit that big red subscribe button. That's it for the video.